So Frank, what does Thailand's GDP forecast look like, and how might the pork sector be affected?
Hi Ned, Asian Development Bank just released an economic outlook report that Thailand's GDP growth still looks bleak, as the Thailand's GDP will only grow by 1.8% in July, which is just near the lowest. It's just better than Singapore. And ADB pointed out that headwinds such as ongoing trade tariffs and geopolitical tensions have hindered the growth in Southeast Asia. Thailand's economic growth will fall to 1.8% in July this year and slightly bounce back to 2.9% earlier next year, but again drop to 1.6% after that. Compared to other Southeast Asia peers, Thailand still falls behind, as Vietnam's GDP will grow 6%, while Malaysia will garner over 4% growth. ADB also pointed out that Thailand's economic momentum has been halted because of headwinds such as trade tensions, falling tourist number, and high household debt. In addition to weak economic outlook here, the current talks with the US on trade tariff rates here have raised concerns in Thailand's farming sectors too. One of Thailand's fragile facades in its pork sector, as Thailand might face the risk of 112 billion baht in the market if the country finally opened the market to American products, according to the Kasikorn Research Center. The key question is, why can't the pork sector withstand the pressure from the American products? I think this is a scenario of a small player taking on a giant. When we compare the United States and Thailand in pork production, the US produces averagely 12.6 million tons of pork annually, whereas Thailand only produces 1.6 million tons. The US is one of major pork exporter in the world with 3.2 million tons, whereas Thailand's pork production is sufficient only for domestic consumption. So production cost for Thailand is pretty high because swine feed here in Thailand is very costly compared to the United States. They do not need this cost, and it means that low-cost production of American pork, if coming to Thailand, might devastate Thailand's pork farming industry. So Ned, opening the market to the US, cheaper US pork would devastate Thailand's domestic pig farming industry. It could lead to the loss of livelihood over 100,000 farmers overnight. So pretty difficult for Thailand's team now, as they have to face the pressure from the United States to lower the tariff rate to US product. At the same time, they have to protect Thailand's farming sector.